Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another video. My name is Tom. Thank you so much for joining me here today. We're back at home. We're getting settled back in after our vacation. We spent some time yesterday with family for the holiday, and it was a really nice time, and we're just trying to slowly get back into the sync of things. It's about 8 a.m. Monday morning, the 10th, and I have about an hour to go before I'm on the clock officially. So I had just dropped off Eddie about 20 minutes or so ago, and I've been sitting in these heated seats for the last, I don't know, about 25 minutes or so. And I decided that I would just enjoy my time in here and also catch up on some news feeds and such that I haven't looked at for over a week. And lo and behold, wouldn't you know it, that literally the minute that I leave town, GM decides to stir the pot again when it comes to none other than Apple CarPlay, as well as the CarPlay counterpart of Android Auto. To say the least, I'm a little disappointed, but I'm not surprised, being how GM is just all about, sticking it to their customers. I can't tell you the last time GM actually took care of their customers, and I have no reason to believe that they ever will. So to say that I'm disappointed would be kind of a moot point because, well, that's just the way things are with GM. I will say that I'm not happy about it at all. I will say that CarPlay is my default function in the car. This is what I use on the infotainment screen all the time. Everything from directions to my music to my WebEx, Zoom calls, phone calls, whatever. Every single app that this thing natively pulls from the phone is, it's huge for me, and I use it every day, all the time. In fact, I can't remember the last time. Actually, I can remember, for example, using the navigation system. Look at this display, and look at this display. Which one you want more? Something that GM built, or something that Apple built? Now, I don't know about you, and maybe to some it's a moot point, and I can understand if you don't use the feature or don't like the features that come with CarPlay or Android Auto, but that doesn't mean that getting rid of them altogether and scrapping them for something that may or may not be better in the future is, I just don't feel like it's a valid argument. I feel like, in fact, it's counterintuitive. They invested all this money, all this functionality, all this research into this functionality that allows this particular car to function the way that it does. And to know that future vehicles are going to be with potentially a subpar feature set because they're not going to have CarPlay. And, last I know, Android was Google. Well, I don't know. Again, this might just be a conversation that has to go down into the comments because I don't feel like I have all of the information as far as, what Google's going to do with GM, what their partnership looks like, what their, potential collaboration is going to look like. Because I personally don't like Google Maps. I think there's too much inside Google Maps. For me, I want to know, where I'm going, how I'm going. But when you do directions with Google Maps, there's just too much garbage. Also, Google's run off of ads, and as far as I know, and as far as everybody else knows, there's no ads inside Apple CarPlay. So I I don't know how that's going to differ, but I can tell you that Google Maps on the phone, not a fan of that, not a fan of that interface. And I think it's kind of silly, you know, because I've personally always believed that the best way to get into people's hearts, into people's minds, is to simplify and also unify the experience. You know, I think 80% of the world uses, iPhones. I'm not sure if that number's 100% accurate. I remember that number being mentioned a long time ago when I actually went to Apple and sat in their offices and meetings and stuff like that, and that was a number that was thrown out in that meeting, but that was also a few years ago. I don't know what the numbers are now as far as, solid figures, but what I can tell you is that a very large population of this planet uses Apple iPhones. Therefore, in my mind, it's like, if you can unify the experience between the device that somebody holds in their hand every day and uses for work, for personal, for whatever, wouldn't you think that they'd want to have the same experience in their car, where they can display their music app, or display their map, display their phone app, or anything else that you can think of in here? I mean, this is all, integrated, all these apps are available, and more people are building apps around this ecosystem. I mean, at least they were. I don't know if things are going to change at all. I don't know if GM's going to, get bashed by the public, because I think they should. I think they should be, I think they should be branded traitors. But it is what it is. I guess I am now going to reinstate the thought that I had a few months ago that, I may have mentioned. In fact, I know I mentioned that this was going to be my last General Motors vehicle, and them doing this, them going out of their way to remove functionality that's critical to my daily life, basically tells me that this is my last General Motors vehicle. Hands down. I love this car, and I feel that this car is about as close to perfection for me as it gets. There aren't that many issues with it that I've found over the last few months of ownership, and I think it's a solid car. I really do. I'm not going to rehash a review here. I'm not going to go through all that, but suffice it to say, this car has 2,010 miles on it now, and I think it's been a great experience so far. So with that said, I think the discussion has to be started down below in the comments, because I want to hear what you guys think about, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto being phased out. To me, I've already said it. I think it's a horrible idea, but GM does not listen to me, and they certainly are going to do whatever they want to do, and it is what it is. And I think people are going to still buy their cars just because that's how the world works. It's something big can happen, something negatively impacting the vehicle can happen, but people will still buy it because they like the brand. They follow suit or whatever, and GM's going to do what GM's going to do, and GM's going to do it. Period. So take it down below. Let me know what you think. Love to get some conversation going on this, and also maybe, do some more research into this. I'll see if I can find something else. The news articles that you can see here are just, from about a week ago or whatnot, and I haven't heard anything since. So maybe not, but we'll have to see. All right. I'm going to leave this one off there. I'm going to get inside. I'm going to actually find my dog first because she's running around. And I'm going to head inside, have some breakfast, and then get to work. And then I'll see what you guys have to say down below. Thank you, as always, for watching. And until next time, bye-bye.